Today we're going to be installing this Sportster headlight nacelle onto the Shovelhead. Super easy process, almost bolt on really, and we're almost ready for that to be installed, so hang tight. Now, where was I at? Alright, so what we're working on with here is a late 60s Sportster headlight nacelle, right? They made these, from the research that I've done, they made these in the late 60s, 67, 68, and I think 69. And it's just a cast aluminum headlight nacelle. This one's a pretty complete kit. I got this from a friend, Dustin Porter, off of, he had posted it on Facebook and I saw it and I just had to have it. I've been looking for one of these forever. It comes with the side skirts, the back skirting. These are just a tin chromed metal, stamped metal sheet piece. I don't know if we're going to use these. I don't think we're going to use these. It comes with the wiring harness and all the stuff for all the lights, the little light block that goes in the top of the headlight nacelle. We're going to use that too. All right, so there's how it sits loosely on the front end, and it looks great. Here's the first issue, is that with these custom made bars, this runs into it. And this is pretty far off here. And here is way off. That's probably due to the fact that the Sportster neck is probably a lot shorter in distance here. And so that would bring these 2 points would bring those 2 points closer together, allowing these all to line up and work. With the Shovelhead, it's got a longer neck obviously, and those triple trees are spread out further, so these aren't going to line up. And with these custom bars, it hits right back here. So the thing I'm going to have to do is I'm going to have to make a bracket, some sort of a small bracket that I can mount here and then mount these points to here, because I don't want to chop this thing up. I don't want to, thank you Brother Crow for coming in and being annoying. I don't want to chop this up back here and ruin this gorgeous nacelle. I mean, it's in such good shape that I don't want to mess it up. I don't want to destroy it just to get it onto my bike. The other thing is that the Low Rider, they use this to cover up that, you know, the cast lower tree. This makes a nice looking thing, but of course I'm gonna have to tear the whole entire front end apart just to get this off, because it comes down halfway onto it, and you don't want like half of this showing. I'd rather have some of the lower tree showing rather than like half of this showing underneath the nacelle. It would just look silly like that. That would look silly, I think. So the other thing is that the eyebrow that mounts the headlight hits the backside of in the under backside into here. I've ordered a new headlight for everything to see about getting a different headlight in here, and we'll see how that all goes. So the first real big issue that we're gonna have to do is make these brackets, I think, to see if we can even get this thing mounted.
You have to say it, baby. And us in Texas, you wanna try, baby. I know you can, I know your heart, and you will figure out you love me now, 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 you know I gotta leave you, love me now, 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 you know I gotta leave.
Well, I got that out. Nothing to it. I just had to rip the entire bike apart. Nothing to it. Alright guys, so after saying that I was not going to modify any of this stuff, and I was going to make tabs and brackets and all of this good jazz, I changed my mind and I'm going to modify it. So we're slotting up this hole right here. We're just going to slot it up slightly and it will match the bottom hole because the bottom hole is slotted already from the factory. And the only other point that we need to address will be two slight reliefs right here for the handlebars. I could cut it all the way across, but I don't want to remove that much material. I'm just going to set the handlebars in here, bring this piece back, mark them gently with a Sharpie marker, and then I have an abrasive wheel that we're just going to take and clean that up just enough so that it comes back and sits flush and looks good. And we're just going to clean this up and slot this, like I said. All the purists are going to be mad at me. All of the guys who know that these stupid things are rare and that they're super hard to find, they're going to be mad at me. I'm modifying it, I'm chopping it up, and that's okay. I'm okay with that. You guys can chew me out in the comments.
So goodbye for us. You have to say it, baby. And us in Texas, you wanna try, baby. I know you can, I know your heart. And you will figure out you love me now, 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 you know I gotta leave. You love me now, 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 you know I gotta leave.
Voila, there she is. She's all cleaned up. Oh well, she's not cleaned up, she's horrible, she's filthy as hell. I'm missing one of these bolts for the side of the trees, so I gotta go find one of those or buy 4 new ones. Didn't turn out too bad. We just barely relieved this, not even half an inch in. The Puritans will cry. The rare boys will freak out, but it's okay. We just cleaned it up. And we cleaned those up. And that'll mount really easy. So I may or may not have chopped up the factory eyebrow. Okay, I did. And it looks like a little mohawk. So that's pretty cool. However, I just wanted to get it all mounted up to see what it was going to do, and the headlight fits perfect, but now as you can see, it mounts the nacelle way up too high, so that's not going to work. What I'm going to have to do is bring in here close, kick the thing. I'm gonna have to build a bracket that goes across here, these 2 mounting points here, and comes out kind of like a T or some sort, and we'll mount this light and set the height of the light a little bit lower. So that's going to be another big project, and I don't want to go that far with this video, so that's not going to be on this video. So what did we learn? We learned that we can mount a late 60s Sportster nacelle to the front of a shovel fairly easy. A little bit of modifications, more modifications on my part because I have these custom-made lightning bolt T-bar style handlebars. If we had the other style handlebars, they would have tucked in underneath. We wouldn't even had to have trimmed any of that stuff on the backside of the nacelle. And you know, slotting up that screw, that bolt hole in the side wasn't really necessary. We could have probably just brought a new bolt hole up and drilled it in. All in all, it looked pretty good. It looks great. I love it. I love that look. We got to fix the headlight mount situation and go from there. Put the front end back together, put the gas tanks back on her, and start riding her, because it's nice enough that I want to start riding again. So thank you so much to you guys for hanging out with me and watching me chop up a rare Sportster nacelle and screw with my Shovelhead. So I appreciate everybody's likes, follows, shares, comments, all that stuff. So we'll see you on the next one.